Hello, this video is about how to recover some bad flex battery. My batteries went bad, several of them, some gooey black stuff coming out. So I got some brand new ones from Flex, and I'm gonna recover the old ones. So what I did is I took it apart, right? What we're gonna do is cut all these leads and remove this board out of here, right? So it's gonna come to this point here. So this is the board that I removed it. So what I did, I soldered a lead here for the negative, a lead here for the positive, and then the balancer little leads, right? So the way this goes is there are two screws everywhere here. One here, one here, one here, here. So it goes right there. So what I did, I printed the top part of, this is very complex. It has a lot of grooves and pegs and place that you have to fit in. So, and then I printed the battery holder in a different file. So it came out like this. Why I did that? It's easier to print. Prints like a port like that. Nice and easy. And this part I did flat here, which I'm gonna show you right now. So there's a direction here, there's a groove here. And you can either glue this or screw in a couple positions right around, which doesn't make sense. I'm gonna screw it because I have the little laptop screws that I've been collecting from old laptops. It's 2 millimeters. So I just screw 4 and one right in the middle here. But this is the top plate where it holds the BMS. You can see it's perfect. It took me about 2 weeks to get this the way it is. So we're gonna do first, and I did two sets of battery holder. One 3P and another one 2P. And the original one is just one single series of 2.5 amp cells. So I'm gonna trash this out, use this controller, add it to either a 3P or 2P. Those are the original file that I started with, but then I decide to hollow the middle. Will be faster print. The only downside is you're gonna have to sand where all the supports are, because you're gonna print like this, flat. It's gonna create support in every single one of those. So you're gonna have to sand that in order to slip in the battery, because it got pretty bad here. So I'm gonna build, now I bought 3.5 amp cells. 3P is gonna give me 10.5 amp. And the way you do is, you know, negative goes positive, then positive to negative, it goes encircle all this together, all this together, all this together, and this together. Starts with a negative, finish with a positive. You can see right here the direction. So we're gonna first add the board, which is this. I'm gonna pause the video and put the screws right about there. To secure the board to this, like I said, you can glue it, super glue it. And I did one screw here, one there, and one here. There's another place to put one here if you want to, but I think this is fine. So now we're gonna place the board right there. So you can see here there's this slot, and there's another slot here, and there's another slot there. Make sure that is fitted. And then we're gonna put screws that goes through this and through the case. So it's gonna go all the way on these locations here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't even really need to screw this plate to the box here, because unless you have this 9mm by 2mm laptop screws. So that goes all the way, crossing the base and the box. That's where you stop. And then goes manual. You don't want to break the board. Screws are in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I can screw this a little bit more. Yes, right there. Now I'm going to spot weld all these connections, and I have already cut out my H for the, you can see here there are grooves that shows where the H is gonna go, and the top one is gonna be a little shorter than the bottom one, so it's gonna be like that. Same thing here and over there, and here's just straight. And the opposite, the other side is going to be the same thing, but the X starts right here. So we're going to get that. You can see there's no way to put a cross here because there's no groove. So that's going to go like that, then jump one like that, then here and there. I'm gonna spot weld and I'll be back. Another thing, and also when I build lithium batteries like that and spot weld, I like to put those isolators just to protect more this weak plastic that is around the cell, right on the positive side. So I got this on Amazon. It's easy to find. Okay, my isolators are in both sides, just the positives. And you notice that I ran out of filament, gray filament, so I put whatever scrap that I had So I have a 2 colors battery pack, so which nobody's gonna see it. And this is my spot welder that I built a while ago. Printed the case, and this is a 200 amp lithium iron phosphate cells. It is a 8 amp 200 rush, and is 8 amp hour 3.6 volts that I connect to my spot welder, and I had to test that and see how it's going. Okay, did the first 3 rows. It's pretty solid. So you can see here, there's some grooves right about here, here. So those are the leads for the balancer. So we're just gonna solder right there. And then there's gonna be another one here. So we're gonna solder here. And this is gonna go right in this row here. One crucial thing that I forgot to tell you about is the on this side you can see there is a little blob of silicone here, and underneath there are 2 leads that goes down in this hole here. This is the temperature sensor, which is right. What I did, I removed that, unsoldered, took the boards out, and carefully scoop it out all the silicone around the hole, and then it came out like that. So we're gonna have to put that back. So I made the same hole right there, and we're gonna solder on those 2 points. Doesn't matter the position of those leads. So we solder and shovel that thing right in there, in that hole. You see, those 2 leads are soldered in there. You're just gonna put in that hole all the way. It's gonna contact this cell here. Okay, it's all done. The side with the positive and the negative, and the other side. So I need just to connect those leads here, here, here. And prior to put those cells in here, I charge them and one by one to the same exactly voltage. And you can test now. Let's see here. Is all full, 25.1 volts actually. That's the nominal for 4.2 volts, the max actually. So I'm gonna just weld this here. Not weld, but solder. I think I put a little bit too short. Okay, another thing, when you take this apart, the first thing that is going to fall off is the button to see the state of charge. So make sure you don't lose that spring, but that's easy to replace it. Any pan has this size of, I lost mine, so I cut it piece and put it in there. So now we're gonna fit to the base. You're gonna need those springs where the, like here, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna put one spring here, one spring there. This is halfway because the corrosion. This battery was so bad. I had to wash this for at least 40 minutes to remove all the gum and try to recoup the board. So the spring is a little shorter, but this is just for the release here. So, and also I lost 2 LEDs through corrosion on the board, but I know that the two in the middle there is working, so you can see, but the other two, you know, it just got bad. So now we're gonna place this inside here. It goes right in like that, and you can see here there's a little groove where you will put this in there. Like that. Now we're gonna sleeve in the extension. This is the secret. This one goes right there. See, there's no, it's completely nice fit. I had to deal with the spring, putting that back in there. Once you fit that in there, you have to hold because the spring is going to push the batteries out. So then we're going to put the original bottom right. The original bottom is going to cover that. Oh, I was forgetting something. This. Also, I bought some, I think it's 4mm by 35. I suggest you to use a 40mm. Here is not catching up really well, but that's the power. All done, 10.5 amp. You can use this in a table saw. I'm gonna do one which is 4P or 6P, so you can run a table saw forever. But that's about it.